And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Justin McCormick here. It's Fight Night Champion, and we are going to attempt to reach greatest of all time in the rankings. After defeating the rival and winning all three of the belts, we had our first catchweight fight, and we decided that it is time to move up. Yet, here is my problem. I have two of the game's toughest opponents that I had to face, and then one creation that was made not by my own hands, but the hands of my wife. And this guy is a monster. So let's get into it. So we're going to schedule our fight, and we're going to show you who we got here. All three of the men that have belts: Muhammad Ali, who is going to be our toughest fight, being an outside fighter with an 80 reach while we have a 75. Mike Tyson, a brawling fighter who's very strong. He's sitting as champion number 2, and then my wife's creation, John Tumnus, which we'll introduce later on. But the first fight I'm going to have to run through is Muhammad Ali. We've got to go through this gauntlet. He's got the perfect chin, perfect heart, so trying to knock this guy out is going to be a task in its own self. The only way I've actually knocked out Muhammad Ali in the past is with some longer reach fighters. Remember the time me and my best friend went at it, and we basically went the full length of the match. The match length was shortened because of the tournament we were in, but we went the full rounds. He won by decision using Muhammad Ali, but I knocked him down using George Foreman, the old variation. So let's get to the yearly awards. Alan Carbajal. Fight of the year goes to Kurt Long and Damian Alvarez. They get round of the year, knockout of the year, Elliot Chavez. Edric Dixon, upset of the year. Comeback of the year, Corey Ferguson. Offensive fight of the year, Corey Sullivan. And Sylvester Judah, prospect of the year. Now, to the light heavyweight, before we end up leaving, we've got Eddie McDaniel, fighter of the year. Kevin Snow and Ellery Sutton get fight of the year and round of the year. Knockout of the year goes to Darian Curtis. Kerry Sanders gets upset of the year. Comeback of the year, Evan Gregory. Corin Sullivan gets defensive fighter of the year. And Cadigan Cunningham, prospect of the year. Now that we move into the heavyweight division, let's look at those things there. Richard Holland, fighter of the year. Nestor Watson and Bertram May, fight of the year and round of the year. John Tumnus, knockout of the year. And as you look at his record, it's a perfect 11-0 with 10 knockouts. Upset of the year, Nathan Montiel. Boaz Stanley, comeback of the year, as he has got a negative record right now, but he's actually making his way back up apparently. Brody Chavez, defensive fighter of the year, and John Tumnus, prospect of the year. So that's what we're looking at right now. And we will sort these out here and see. We've had a few guys actually leave. Archibald Henry and Brady Horton have called it quits, and then Stanley Frosch and Randy Lucas in the heavyweight division have called it a career. Now, it looks like our fight's going to be about February, so it'll be a Valentine's Day fight. So this might be a Valentine's Day massacre. So now we got to get into the training here. And we're not really worried about promos or the fight challenges, because I seriously doubt that we're going to be knocking out Muhammad Ali. This is going to be where we're going to have to train our hardest. I'll be right back here. Alright, and we are getting into this. Kevin Snow starting his heavyweight portion of this. This is the part of the career where Kevin Snow's abilities will be tested. So here we go. Braylon's going to be our first opponent. And I will not be doing any of this against the fight with Ali, believe me. Will not be throwing like this. I just hope we can actually get some good numbers here in this. He's going to clinch here. Almost got the 20,000 at the halfway point, so it's not too bad. Just keep throwing those uppercuts here. There we go. Come on, open up, guy. There we go. Got it. Had to earn that one, but I got him. That's why I'm not such a fan of those defensive guys. Gets to where they just don't want to throw, and it causes quite a bit of a hiss with the training. But that's okay. I know some of the other training methods might be a little easier. I just have preferred this, and I don't know what it is about some of the other ones. I just can't get used to them, and sometimes my reactions are weird because the way my brain operates, because I have to fight my physical self a number of times, so it's often a challenge to fight my physical self, fight my habits, and then actually get to do what I'm doing, and oh my goodness, it's toughness. This is that other guy that we have to deal with, and he hits like a truck. He's also got an 80-inch reach, so that's going to be something I've got to watch out for too. Whoops, hit that pause button by accident that time. hate when they guard like this. It bugs the tar out of me. Let's see if maybe I can't get a massive uppercut to go, because he is actually not letting me throw. This character that I'm sparring against, the one my wife made, he is a perfect character. He's got a 100 overall in the regular exhibition, the Fight Now. The problem is that his stats carry over, his punch and defense stats. So I did get 100 on everything, but that was probably one of my worst performances in sparring that I've had. So we're going to rest it up. And now we're getting to the main event. So, I've got 2 ways that I could possibly go into this match. And I think the best way for me is going to have to be going up into a complete counterpunch mentality, trying my best not to really throw hardly anything at all. Let's see if we can't have Muhammad Ali wear himself out. This will be a test, because this is still on greatest of all time. Alright, so we're going to go back. Going to go back to the trunks that got us here. Back to the old Lionsdale. Alright, let's see. I think what we will do here on this, we will go with this and do the reverse Christmas on that. A little bit of ice on top there. And then our shoes look good. So we're going to call that. Alright. Here we go. The fight that I have been dreading this whole time. Muhammad Ali, if he hits the head, it's going to be problems. He doesn't really have the knockout ability when it comes down to the body shots. We do. But it's time to see if Kevin Snow can fight that good fight and come out victorious. Boardwalk Hall here, Atlantic City. This is where this is going to be. So you look at the numbers, both are 6'3". The only problem is that Snow has got a 75-inch reach and Muhammad Ali has got an 80. And I will not skip this. We'll have both men make their way to the ring. We'll look this stare down. Snow can do this. He's got the capabilities. I have never actually had an ability to where I have practiced against guys so much than this one. Muhammad Ali. The funny thing is I stay south of Lexington, Kentucky, so about 2 hours outside of Louisville, where this man was born and raised. But never really was a fan of Muhammad Ali, I guess. So, I mean, that's just me, personal preferences. But Ali with that shuffle, and Snow with that grit determination. We're going to throw a few power shots here and there, or we're going to try to make sure that we try to keep a defensive game about as much as possible. Let him wear himself out. Throw a few shots here and there. Maybe a power shot or two. But just try and keep our distance as best as possible. Good counter jab there, so it's going to be able to connect. Got that power shot to land. Got countered that time, so we got to watch it. Try and focus on those straights and those jabs. Just keep moving. That's going to be our thing here. Got that right straight to go. He's going to keep throwing. We're going to just keep trying our best to stay out of the way. Got the 1-2 to go, so that was nice. Try and pressure him a little bit, but not really get too close if we can help it. Got that power straight to go. Try and get a few shots in here and there. Couple of shots to the gut and one to the head, not bad. Power straight's going to land, and we are getting down to the last few seconds, and that is it. Round 1 is done. It looks like we did our best. So we still got the full stamina. So as long as we continue to do that, Muhammad Ali should be in trouble. Down to 87% on the stamina. We did do some damage on him that had to be fixed. He didn't do anything to us. So as long as we can continue to do this, play that fighter mentality that we've got, the build around the counter punching, we should be okay, because he burned 13% of stamina in that one round. If we get a couple more rounds like that, we might actually be able to put this guy on the canvas. Try and make sure we keep our distance, because we don't want him to hit us. Try and dance around him as much as we can here. Got that jab to go. His was a bit short. We leaned out of the way just in time. Just wait on him to not punch. The thing with Legacy Mode, his speed is not where it normally would be. He normally would be faster in this, so that is a bit of our advantage. The athleticism is based on the training of that fighter at that time. So even you can be a little short. So we just have to do our best here. Just kind of keep circling, keep circling. Got the jab to go, the straight was blocked. Got about a minute left. Got that straight to go. So yeah, the fight now variation of Ali is definitely a lot tougher, but we can take advantage here as best we can. That's where Fight Now actually allows you, when you've got a chance to face these in-game guys, gives you that ability to be able to practice against the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the best of those versions. That way you can get in there and really see what they're about as round 2 ends. And it looks like we're still good on stamina, and Ali, I think, had a good round there, so it's going to be good for him. He's still down, though. He's down to 79%. We've still got the full-fledged 100%. Ali's taking some damage, so we're actually doing good there. So we're back to our pure counterpuncher, as that is round 2, and we still have full stamina. Round 3 coming up here. I'm afraid that Ali might be winning on points, but if we can keep this up, have our full stamina, get our ability to be able to just play our game, then we could actually get him wore out to the fact where we could actually start putting him to the canvas. Couple shots there. So all my time in playing all the Fight Night Series games, anything from Fight Night 3, 4, and Champion, I have never actually played an outside fighter until recently. Until now, when I actually re-downloaded the game and never could get my guy, the inside fighter, the greatest of all time, and have an extended career. Always got tore up and was forced to have to retire even before getting that greatest of all time ranking. I have gotten it before on easier difficulties, but the problem is the easier difficulties you don't get tore up as much. There's a good counter shot. May throw a power punch in here in a minute. Taking a little bit too many shots there, so we don't need to do that. Yeah, let him get those flurries in. See what. And he's gonna hug. Oh, and a good counter jab, and then he got the straight to land. Oh, he caught me with a counter shot. That wasn't good. That's gonna be it. We'll just call that round. So still good on stamina there. Ali is taking a little bit more damage though. So finally took a little bit of stamina. So down to 97 now. Ali's at 70% though. He's got 20% damage. So we're actually heartening a little bit. He's starting to get a little bit to the eye. The eye is starting to close just a little redness there on the outside of the pupil, outside of the eye there in that corner. And right now Snow is actually winning on the cards, which I'm actually very shocked about. So we have actually avoided this guy enough that the judges actually like it. And we got a couple of straights to go. And crowd's chanting for Ali, but because they don't know how to chant for Snow. Either that or they're trying to get this guy to make a comeback. Got a good right straight shot to go that time. There's a 1-2 that we're trying to throw in there. Another 1-2. If I can get him cornered, I may throw an uppercut or two, but right now we're just trying to jab and straight. Got him. That's the power shot we're looking for. And that right straight actually snuck through the guard. That's why holding the guard doesn't always help. Ooh. Yeah, that was bad. I missed, and Ali had an opening. Trying to see if we can't hold back on the punches a little bit here. When I was watching the computer Kevin Snow play, the heavyweight version that I actually made the other day, take on Ali in the fight now, he was pulling very similar strategy. However, Ali did win a round or two before I cut it off and got to recording. And there's a good jab. Thankfully, I've not actually got cornered, which against Ali is bad. Got that straight to go again. So that's going to be into round 4. Both men pretty pumped, and that left eye is starting to shut. I believe we got 95%, 94%, so it wasn't off by much. So Ali's actually getting gassed a bit. We're not halfway through this fight yet. It's a 12-round bout. He's at 61% stamina. Snow is still above 90, so if we can keep it above 90% for this round, then we should be good and golden as round 5 starts now. Ali gets a good shot in. We're going to get a couple of straights to match him. Got that counter jab to go. Pardon me, referee. Got that jab to go. Straight got blocked. Straight landed that time as the jab got blocked. Ooh, oh, wow. Ali tried for that uppercut, and that right straight actually put him to the canvas. So my anticipation actually paid off as Ali goes down. I have not landed an anticipation punch in a long time like that. That is probably the first time I've landed one in possibly a good long time. An anticipation, just waiting and wanting to throw a punch and the opponent running right into it. As there's another right straight, a power shot, and that's it. He blinked. It's over. The greatest fighter in boxing history has just buckled and dropped to the canvas. 2 knockdowns in this round, and what I think is the toughest opponent has gone down. Kevin Snow is now champion in the heavyweight division, as he had this pretty much in spades. 5th round knockout, had 2 knockdowns against Ali, and was able to actually overcome him. Didn't throw hooks or uppercuts in this match simply because we were sticking with a strategy. 83% on the counter, 60% on the power shots, so not a lot of them landed, but enough of them did. You can see 38 for 58 on the jabs, 48 for 95 on the straights. So we threw straights wanting them to land. You see the damage, most of that damage on the left side of Ali's face, where that right straight did its job. Muhammad Ali's totals, only 30% of his punches landed. That's what did it. You can see Ali's worst round was the 18th round, was the first round with 18% landing, 14 out of 77 punches. Snow's best round, I believe, was that first round as well, with 64%. Only threw 25 punches in that round, but 16 landed. Most punches we threw in this one was the 3rd round. 40 punches were thrown, only 16 landed, but Muhammad Ali only landed a quarter of his, 18 for 71 punches. But yeah, that first round was definitely one of the rounds, other than the last round, which was the knockout round. But amazing that I was actually able to put Muhammad Ali on his back, and now we've got the EABA champion belt. So we put down the GOAT in Muhammad Ali, and now we've got to take on Otto Galata in a title shot. So it's going to be mandatory fight here, and we will actually compare the fighters. Let's see. He has got a good jab, some good hooks to the head, and some good shots to the body, so we'll have to definitely watch out for that. He doesn't have the head movement or the chin or heart, but he's got that good blocking, so he could be a tough one. So we'll have to go into it with the same mentality. We'll see what kind of fighter he is here in a second. And then after this guy, we'll probably take on Mike Tyson. We'll face Tumnus last in this. I will do 3 recordings today. So we'll compare the fighters real quick. He is a brawler, so that is bad for him. As long as we can stay away from him, then that will be the best thing we can do. But that's match number 1 in this series this week. We're going to try our best to get all 3 titles, but the last one's going to be probably the most difficult, even though he plays right into my strategic hands. 36-2-0, 32 knockouts, and Kevin Snow's now heavyweight champion. So here we go. Appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned for the next fight. Y'all have a great day, and God bless you.